Today on Bizarre Cases, we're diving deep into one of the most shocking true crime stories of this decade. The Idaho Murders. 4 students, brutally killed in their sleep. A quiet college town, shaken to its core. The suspect? A criminology student, whose obsession with crime led him right into the heart of this terrifying case. This is the full story of Bryan Kohberger and how justice unfolded. On this quiet night, 6 students were in their off-campus rental home at 1122 King Road near the University of Idaho. By morning, 4 of them would be dead. The victims were Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. All 4 were stabbed with a large knife believed to be a military-style K-bar weapon. There was no sign of forced entry. 2 roommates survived, one of whom actually saw the masked intruder leaving the house. But they didn't immediately understand the horror unfolding. Authorities described the crime scene as, quote, one of the worst they'd ever seen. The victims were beloved members of the campus community. Kaylee and Madison were best friends since childhood. Xana and Ethan were dating. That night they had been out enjoying college life, fraternity parties, bars, late-night snacks, never imagining it'd be their last. The community was shattered. Moscow, a small town that hadn't seen a murder in 7 years, became a crime scene swarming with police, FBI agents, and media crews. For weeks, there were no arrests, no major suspects. The pressure on police grew intense, but then, the breakthrough came. Investigators identified a white Hyundai Elantra spotted near the house. Phone records showed a device had been near the home, not just the night of the murders, but at least 12 previous times. And then, the key evidence, a knife sheath was discovered near the victims, containing DNA. On December 30th, 2022, authorities arrested Bryan Christopher Kohberger in Pennsylvania. Kohberger was no ordinary suspect. He was a Ph.D. criminology student at Washington State University, just 10 miles from Moscow. He drove, you guessed it, a white Hyundai Elantra. Investigators said he turned off his phone during the murders, but forensic experts still connected him to the crime using DNA, vehicle footage, and digital footprints. The case against Kohberger piled up fast. DNA from the knife sheath linked to his family via genetic genealogy. Cell phone data placed him repeatedly near the home. Surveillance showed his Hyundai driving suspicious loops around the neighborhood. Amazon purchase records revealed Kohberger had bought a knife sheath and sharpener, matching those from the crime scene. And perhaps most disturbing, one surviving roommate saw a man in black with bushy eyebrows leaving the house. The legal process wasn't smooth. Kohberger's defense team launched aggressive motions, trying to block the DNA evidence and the digital data. They even revealed he had been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, possibly explaining some of his behavior. But the judge ruled almost all the evidence could stay. And because of intense media attention, the trial was moved from Moscow to Boise, Idaho, in hopes of finding an unbiased jury. And then, everything changed. Just weeks before trial, Kohberger's team reached a shocking plea deal. On July 2, 2025, Bryan Kohberger pled guilty to 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary. In exchange, he avoided the death penalty, but received 4 life sentences without parole, plus an additional 10 years. He also waived his right to appeal, meaning this case is now legally closed. The plea deal sparked mixed emotions. Some victims' families expressed relief, thankful to avoid a painful trial. Others, including Kaylee Goncalves' family, called it a betrayal, claiming they were left out of the decision. The town of Moscow was also split, some glad for closure, others frustrated that the full truth may never emerge. And as of now, Kohberger has not explained why he committed the murders. Kohberger's sentencing hearing is set for July 23, 2025. There, families will deliver their victim impact statements, but his fate is sealed. No appeals, no retrials, no parole. The Idaho Murders case will likely be remembered for many reasons. Its brutality, yes, but also its cutting-edge forensics. This case proved just how powerful digital evidence and genetic genealogy can be in solving crimes. But it also raises hard questions about privacy, media influence, and justice. Because now, we may never really know what motivated Bryan Kohberger. What do you think? Did justice truly prevail? Should the death penalty have been pursued? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more strange and shocking true crime cases, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. because on this channel we cover the bizarre, the chilling, and the unexplained. Until next time, stay curious.